Hello once again YouTube, this is Meme Skull Cards and I'm back with yet another deck profile. This time it's my Blackwing deck. Starting off, we play 3 copies of Samoon the Poison Wind. He's your main starter card. You can just, if you control no monsters, you basically you normal summon this without tributing, right? And that doesn't take away your regular normal summon. And that, before he's normal summoned by his effect, you could basically get the Black Whirlwind out. And if you already have one in hand, you should have activated that one before. That way you get 2 cards to hand. So he's the main card you want to see. But we also have 2 other decent starter cards in here. And those are Sudri, the Phantom Glimmer. We're playing 3 copies of this. He adds us a card that mentions Blackwing Dragon from our deck to our hand, which we have a few. That's only when he's normal summoned. And then we have arguably one of the best, Vada the Emblem of Wandering. So he can basically use himself and other cards, other Blackwing monsters in your graveyard to synchro summon, but it specifically has to be with him and one or more non-tuner monsters that equal 8, right? So you send them to the graveyard. So you basically have to make up for the 6 remaining levels, and you're always forced to go into Blackwing Dragon, which is not that bad because that sets you up for future plays. And he's an easy way to get your Zephyros into the grave. We're playing 2 copies of Shamal the Sandstorm. This searches out the Black Feather Whirlwind, which is why I play it at 2. 3 was just too bricky, and it's a pretty good card. Next, the 1-ofs, playing 1 Orochi the Squall, free body on board from control Blackwing. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name. I'm just gonna say Waning Moon. If a monster with 2,000 or more attack is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this guy once per turn this way. If you control a Blackwing Synchro monster, quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. And that effect you can only use once per duel. So it's additional removal, and it's pretty good. I did have it at 2. I dropped it down to 1 to make room for this guy, Steam the Cloak. Now that we have him back, might as well play him. He is pretty good. But yeah, if you don't know what he does, he's a... Oh, that's weird. Okay, so Wing Beast Tuner. He does not say effect. Oh, this guy also says Wing Beast Tuner. That's odd. Okay. Oh, these guys are from the same set, so that makes sense. Okay, I didn't notice that before. If this face-up card leaves the field, special summon 1 Steam token, Aqua type, Wind, level 1, attack 100, defense 100. If this card is in your graveyard, you contribute 1 monster, special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use this effect of Blackwing Steam the Cloak once per duel. If this card is summoned this way, if this card summoned this way is used as synchro material monster, all other synchro material monsters must be Blackwing monsters. Okay, that's fine because this is a Blackwing deck. The other 1-ofs, we have Chinook. This is like a hand trap. I was testing it on it too, but it would always show up when I least needed it, so I just dropped it to 1. It's searchable anyways, so yeah. Harmattan the Dust. This guy's pretty good. He is the level 2 that you'd be pitching off of the Vada along with Zephyros. And if you don't, if one of them are stuck in your hand, you just send Simone. Gale, you have 1 Gale the Whirlwind, 1 Zephyros, and then 2 Radiant the Multi-Dimensional Kaiju. It's a dark type, so why not? Next we're playing for the hand traps, 2 Ash Blossoms and 2 Drone Lockbirds. For the spells, we're playing 3 Small World. This is like basically a Rhoda for the deck. It's a Rhoda for any deck. It's really good. Next, we're playing 3 Black Whirlwind. This is our searcher. When a Blackwing monster is normal summoned to your field, you can add 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand with attack less than that monster, which is not that bad. It's pretty good. 1 copy of the Black Feather Whirlwind to be searched off of the Shamals, and then 3 copies of Allure of Darkness. You could play that other spell, the I'm drawing a blank right now. I remember the effect, but of course I forget the name. The effect, if you control 2, either you control 2 or 2 or more winged beast monsters, you draw 2 cards at the cost of 600 life points, which is not that bad. It's basically pot of greed. Next we're playing 3 crossout designators, which is why we're only playing 2 of each of the Ash and the Drolls. And then we're playing 2 Twin Shadows. It's like a hand trap. If we control 2 or more Blackwing monsters, we can activate this card from your hand. Shuffle 2 of my Blackwing monsters, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner that are banished and or in the graveyard, which is why Allure's still good. This makes them useful. And or graveyard into the deck or extra deck. Special summon 1 Blackwing synchro monster or 1 black winged dragon from your extra deck whose level equals the total levels of those 2 monsters. And it is treated as a synchro summon. So it is a really good card, especially if you're in a pinch. And then finally, to round up the main deck, 2 infinite impermanents. Now moving on to the extra deck, we are playing 3 copies of Blackwinged Assault Dragon. This guy is really good. He must either be synchro summoned or special summoned from the extra deck by banishing 1 tuner synchro monster and 1 Blackwing dragon from your face-up field and or graveyard. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, place 1 black feather counter on this card. When that effect resolves, if you do, inflict 700 damage to your opponent. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, tribute this card with 4 more Blackwing counters. Destroy all cards on the field. So it's pretty good for board wiping. Next we're playing 2 Blackwing Dragons, just to help out with some of the cards in our deck. Next we're playing Borastorm, the Wicked Wind. Sorry for the glare there. He needs 1 Dark Tuner and 1 non-tuner monsters. If this card is synchro summon, you can send 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card's level becomes the same as that monster's. So he's a tuner that can manipulate his own level, which is like exactly what the Blackwings needed. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends to the graveyard, you can banish one Blackwing monster from your graveyard or face-up field. Except the destroyed monster. Special summon the destroyed monster to your field in defense position. So oh yeah, that's pretty good. So basically, we take control of our opponent's monster if this guy successfully destroys him by battle. Next, we have one Nathung, the Starlight. He is generic in materials. If this card is special summoned, inflict 800 damage to your opponent, then one face-up monster your opponent controls loses 800 attack and defense. You can only use this effect of this guy once per turn. During the main phase, you can normal summon one Blackwing monster in addition to your normal summons last set. So basically, this gives us our third normal summon outside of Nathung and our allotted normal summon. It's really good. Next, we're playing two Blackwing Full Armor Masters. He's unaffected by other card effects. That includes our own, unfortunately. But our opponent basically can't do anything to him. Each time an opponent's monster activates this effect, place one wedge counter on that opponent's monster, maximum 1. After that effect resolves, once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls with a wedge counter. Take control of it. That is really good. So basically, your opponent they have to beat over this. They can't target it, destroy it, or anything. Once per turn during your end phase, you can destroy all monsters on the field that have a wedge counter. That's really good. Okay, one Red Dragon Archfiend, hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. He needs one tuner, one non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster, which is our Blackwing Dragon. One copy of Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Silverwind the Ascendant. He is a level 8. He needs one Blackwing tuner and 2 or more non-tuner monsters. So him you can get him out with the chopped card that I showed you before. And finally, yes, this is an ultimate rare. And then for the last two cards, we're playing one Wise Tricks, and we're playing Dark Charmer, because everything we play in here is dark, and it could help us recycle some stuff from the grave. And now moving on to the signed deck. Just gonna go through it all. We're playing 3 Artifact Lancias. We're playing 3 Dark Ruler No More. Shut down your opponent's board, and then go in for game. Cosmic Cyclo. Back row, don't like it. 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Harpies, again back row, and then 3 Evenly Match to clear out their board. So that rounds up the whole deck profile. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you have any suggestions on how I could better improve the deck, or if you think it's good enough, comment down below. If you're new to the channel and don't mind coming back, be sure to subscribe. I will see you all in the next video.